Welcome back to Dragon Army Books. My name is Dustin, and it's time again for 5 new books. Every so often, I just want to share with you some new books that are being released in or around a particular month. For this one, we're dealing with the books that are being released in or around February 2021. Our first book is called Wings of Ebony by J.L. It came out January 26th, and it was an instant New York Times bestseller. That doesn't tell you enough. This is just a debut album of a black teen from Houston who has had her world upended when she learns about her godly ancestry. I was asked in a previous video where I talked about this why I even said a black teen who describes protagonists by their ethnicity or race, and I thought that was a good question. The answer for that is 1, that is the jacket description, but then 2, I think that our lead character's race here plays a key part in the story that is being told. I'm not a huge urban fantasy kind of reader, but I've heard really good things about this from another author that I respect, Saba Tahir, so I'm really excited to get in. I already got my own signed copy of this book, and I'm just waiting for the right moment to read it. Secondly, we have A History of What Comes Next by Sylvain Neuvel. Came out February 2nd, and I just finished it today. It is an excellent historical sci-fi story that is set kind of right after the events of World War II, and in the preceding years, in the succeeding years, where we follow the story of a mother and a daughter that is in a long lineage of mother-daughter pairs. They are the Kibsu. There's something unique and special about them that you discover along the story, and they're working behind the scenes of history to push forward true historical people and events in our history to accomplish certain things so that we can get humanity to the stars before utter destruction comes to this earth. It is fun, it is fast-paced, it is personal because it's told through the characters' dialogue sequences, and so it makes for clunky fight scenes, but for great everything else. Next, we have The Gilded Ones by Namina Forna. It came out February 9th, and it is a chosen one story about a young girl who is about to undergo the ritual that every girl her age undergoes during their 15th year. And they're cut, and if they bleed red, they're good to go. They're pure. If they bleed gold, they are impure, and if they're lucky, they are cast out. Well, guess what color she bleeds? After she is killed her 9th time as a means of punishing her for this impure blood, she is released, secretively released, and she escapes and makes her way to discover what this is all about, and possibly even leading a revolt and group of gold-blooded individuals back to take over, claim the throne, whatever. I don't know. It's high fantasy, and it deals with a lot of issues that we know too well: racism, misogyny, xenophobia, inequality, abuse, trauma. All of those different kind of things are dealt here in a fantastical kind of sense, but in a very real and raw sense as well. Next is The Echo Wife by Sarah Gailey, slated to be released February 16th. The tagline here is, what would you do if your husband was cheating on you with a better version of you? And that's not hypothetical. This is a sci-fi story that has to do with cloning, and when Evelyn Caldwell's award-winning research leads to a clone of her own that her husband is then cheating with, it leads to problems, especially when her husband ends up dead. Then these Caldwell women that are the same but different have to work together to dispose and protect, and it's a unique look of the advancement of science in a fiction kind of way, science fiction. It seems very drama filled and a lot of fun. Fifth and finally, Sweet and Bitter Magic by Adriana Tooley, slated to be released March 9th. This is a debut fantasy standalone. Standalones are always intriguing to me nowadays when it comes to fantasy in particular. But this is about a witch cursed to never love who meets a girl hiding her own dangerous magic. The two strike a dangerous bargain to save their queendom. Slow burn romance, a unique magic system, and young adult. It's kind of interwoven in all of those things. And if you like that, then this book might be something that you should look out for. Those are 5 books that are coming out in or around the month of February that I'm excited about. Hopefully you are too. If you pre-order any of the books, let me know in the comments down below. And if there are any other books that came out this month or right around it that you're excited for that I missed on my list, please include that down in the comments down below as well. And as always, thank you so much for watching and liking this video. If you haven't yet, click subscribe, join the Dragon Army, and we'll see you in the next one.